Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. And so today is Tuesday, August the 12th, and we are going to be doing another flip card. So on Friday I did that flip card, right? And I had to finagle it so that it worked. But this time I'm going to be using the Coneflower Celebrations bundle. And this is designed to make a flip card. And so today we are going to be doing that, and I have a couple of cards to show you at the end of the video. So stick with me till the end. Okay, today we're going to be using Petunia Pop as the main color of the card. I'm going to be using some Pretty in Pink and some Shy Shamrock. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to be using also some Botanical Textures Designer Series paper. And the first thing I'm going to do with that is I do have a piece here that I cut, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 because I'm going to layer it on 2 more layers. So I'm going to just take my blends marker and I'm just going to color this. I don't need to color all of it, right? All of these leaves. I'm just going to do a few of them. And I don't know if you're like me where I feel like, oh, I need everything to be filled in and perfect. Well, we're not going to do that today. We're just going to do a few of the leaves, and then we will add our flowers, and you will think, yeah, this has made it simpler. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this one. I don't know exactly placement of this card. I've given it some thought. Obviously, I cut my dies ahead of time, but I haven't totally decided how I'm going to place the card, all the pieces together, but I do want to color in just some random different places of these leaves. You could use all different kinds of mediums to color these in. You could use your blend brushes, you know, and just do some light blending. You could use your finger daubers and fill in some of these that way. You could use your water painter and fill in. So there's all different ways that you could do this. I just picked this way because it's so easy. And I love to color, so yeah, I know. I'm a fussy cutter, and I love to fussy cut, and I love to watercolor and paint. So there you go. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, so I have that. I have a piece of my Petunia Pop cardstock, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. I did score it at 4 1/4, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. I have another piece of Pretty in Pink. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my Petunia Pop. And if you think these two colors don't go together, guess again, because look how pretty they are together. I think they're beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this next. Yeah, this paper is gorgeous. It's called Botanical Textures. It's an online exclusive. Basically, it's just all black and white paper, and that really gives you kind of a leeway to do whatever you want with it. Okay, so we have that done. Now, I did cut my coneflower out of the Petunia Pop. So these dies, there are 10 dies and 13 stamps in the set. So I went ahead and I cut this out, and it does give you the flip. Okay, then I cut out another one out of white. Okay, so I just cut this out of white cardstock, and this is going to go on the inside, just like that, because really I want to stamp something on the inside, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to stamp it on that. I want to stamp it on white. So I'm going to go ahead and use Shy Shamrock, and I'm going to make this a thank you card. So I'm going to stamp thank you on the inside of my card, just right there. I do like to stamp before I adhere. That way, if I make a mistake, I can always flip it over and use the other side. Okay. All right, so now I have that. Okay, so I have my little flip. Then I did cut out the detail of the flower. And this gives you the texture, and it just actually cuts out just one piece, right? It doesn't cut out like this piece cuts out 2. This cuts out just a single. Okay, so I'm going to pop this out. cut this out ahead of time. You're going to see the texture of this. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so can you see how that beautiful texture? I love it. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to curl it just a little bit to give it a little curve. And then I'm just going to put some adhesive right on the top part. So now I have that. Okay. And then I have the little top knot. I don't know what they call this. I guess if you were making a black-eyed Susan, this would be the center, but just cut this out of black cardstock. And it, again, has some texture to it. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right here. I think doing this in another color really adds, and you could do this with a blending brush or, you know, your water painters or whatever, just to add a little extra color. All right. And then out of the Shy Shamrock, I cut the stem. And then I cut 2 leaves. The leaves are awesome. They actually have, I'll show you, they make them layer. Okay, so if you just wanted to do this in a darker and this in a lighter, they layer on top. Same with the other one. They do give you the both pieces so that you can layer them nicely. Okay, I'm just going to punch this out. And then this one, make sure all these little pieces fall away. I haven't had any trouble cutting this out. In the past, I used to have some trouble with some of my dies not cutting all the way through. It was so frustrating, but lately I haven't had any problems. Okay, so now I am going to figure how I want to lay this onto the card, and I think I'm going to do it this way. I thought about doing it this way and having it come up this way for a change, but I really think I like it this way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some liquid glue just on the stem. And some of this is going to get hidden, right, underneath the flower. Put it pretty high, like that. And then I'm going to use my liquid glue on these leaves. Tiny, tiny specks of liquid glue. Now you could use, if you wanted to, you could use your adhesive sheets on this before you cut it out. That would be ideal. Make sure that you have the veins going upward, okay? Made one card and I had the veins going downward. Ugh, that just drove me crazy. I think I left it the way it was, but every time I look at that card, I'm like, ugh. That is not right. The veins need to go upward. Like that. Okay, hold that in place for a few seconds. Okay, and then I need a little butterfly. So the butterfly is from the stamp set. And I am going to... color am I going to do that in? Ooh, wouldn't that be pretty if I did it in pretty and pink? Yeah. I'm going to use my blends. And I'm just going to color that in pretty and pink. Just going to color the whole butterfly in the light pretty and pink blend marker. You can see I'm using the side of my blend. So the in color, this is awesome. The in colors, oh, is it the other in colors though? That's not these. The 2025-2027 in colors are on sale the month of August, 15% off. Now I'm using the dark pretty and pink. So pretty and pink is not included, but all the other 5 are included. Timid Tiger, all the new ones. Timid Tiger, Cloud Cover, all of those are included. Okay. And then I need to color, do I need to color the body? I need to color the body of the fly. And I'm going to do that in Secret C. Now this one is on sale. You don't have Secret C yet? Might want to consider ordering that. Okay, now I'm going to pop this up on a dimensional or two. Let's make it 2. And you can have the butterfly kind of hanging out right here on the leaf. How cute that is. Now I need a sentiment for the front of the card. It says thank you on the inside, but I have the other part of the sentiment that says you made my day. And I'm just going to stamp this on a little piece of white scrap. And again, I'm going to use, what color do I want to use? I'm going to go ahead and use Petunia Pop for this part. You made my day. And I'm going to do a little fishtail at the bottom. Again, I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals. I think I'll just use 2 dimensionals on this. So there's a whole lot of last chance items also on the website, on my website. So if you're interested in getting some good sales, now's the time. Okay, I also have these little tiny bead trinkets. And I thought one of these would be so cute. They are tiny. One of these would be so cute right here on a petal of the coneflower. So I'm just going to add this. If I can get it on there. There we go. All right, so there we go. I'm going to put a piece of white cardstock inside. Don't fall off, little bee. We'll see. I know that's probably not dry, so it's kind of scary. Nope, stayed put. Okay, so there's my finished card today. And you can see, cute flip, right? Thank you. You made my day. And then the inside, you can write your sentiment, your little greeting. Okay, so like, as promised, I have 2 more cards to show you. And they're all using the same bundle. This one I used Gorgeous Grape, and I did use some perennial, this paper is from the annual catalog. Can't think of the name of it. Okay, so I did use this. I used Gorgeous Grape and Shaded Spruce and made it open this way. And then I made another one, and this one I used Timid Tiger. Now these colors are on sale. Timid Tiger. This one is Secret C and the yellow. I can't think of what it's called. So the ribbon is on sale, 15% off. All of these colors, the inks, the cardstocks, all are on sale. Okay, so we have this little flip card also. Okay, so thanks for watching today. My name's Trevis Bossler, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and I appreciate you watching my video, and I will have another one for you on Friday.